Welcome to the channel. Were you born for something greater? Discover it now. There's a question you may have avoided for a long time. Was I born just to survive? Wake up, work, struggle, suffer, sleep, and repeat it all again the next day. Deep down, many people live exactly like that. They breathe, but they don't feel truly alive. They smile on the outside, but inside they carry an emptiness no one sees. And maybe today, that's exactly how you feel. You look at your life and think, is this really all there is? Does God truly have something prepared for me? Will my story ever change? Listen carefully to this. You were not born by accident. You are not a mistake. And you definitely were not born to live a small life. There is something greater waiting for you. But the problem is that the world tries every single day to make you forget that. Difficulties make you believe you'll never be capable. Disappointments try to convince you that giving up is the best option. The wrong people diminish your value. And the failures of your past make you think God has given up on you. But God never abandons what He created. Maybe you cried in silence. Maybe you lost your strength. Maybe no one has believed in you until now. But God saw every tear. While everyone else was only looking at your failures, God was looking at the purpose living inside you. And do you know what's even more powerful? Many of the greatest chosen ones go through the greatest deserts. Look at the stories of great men in the Bible. Moses felt incapable. David was just a forgotten shepherd in a field. Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers. Job lost almost everything. But God had a greater plan for each one of them. And maybe your biggest mistake is thinking your suffering is the end of your story, when in reality, it may only be the beginning of the transformation God is preparing for you. There is something powerful inside you that is not awakened yet. Maybe you have hidden talents. Maybe there's a strength inside you that you still haven't discovered. Maybe God has been trying to get your attention for a long time, but the noise of the world won't let you hear Him. Because when God places a purpose inside someone, nothing can erase it. Not fear, not the past, not criticism, not mistakes. You may fall. You may lose your way for a while, but the purpose is still alive inside you. And today I want you to understand something very important. No matter how many times life tries to destroy you, if you are still here, it's because God is not finished with your story yet. Some people listening to this right now are thinking, but you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. You can't imagine the battles I face. That's true. Maybe no one knows, but God knows. He saw the nights you cried alone. He saw the moments you wanted to give up. He saw when you lost your strength. He saw when fear took over your heart. And even then, He kept sustaining you, because something greater is coming ahead. Maybe you are in a season of delay, but delay is not defeat. Maybe you are in silence, but God's silence never means abandonment. Sometimes God is simply preparing you for something your eyes still cannot see. And do you know what prevents many people from living their purpose? Fear. Fear of trying. Fear of failing. Fear of judgment. Fear of leaving the comfort zone. Fear paralyzes dreams. Fear destroys opportunities. Fear causes people to be born with potential and die without ever discovering who they truly were. But today is the day to break that. Stop believing your life is over. Stop thinking small. Stop accepting less than what God prepared for you. You were created for more. More faith, more courage, more purpose, more life. There are people who will be blessed through your story. There are people who will find hope through your testimony. There are doors that will only open when you decide to believe again. But for that to happen, you must stop looking only at your limitations. Because when God chooses someone, He does not look for perfection. He looks for willingness. God did not call the strongest. He strengthened the ones He called. Maybe today you feel weak, maybe lost, maybe tired of life. But even in the darkest valley, God is still working. And there is something incredible about that. The greatest transformations happen exactly in the moments when we think everything is over. It was in the desert that many discovered God's presence. It was in pain that many found strength. It was in silence that many heard the voice of heaven. So do not despise the season of your life. It may be preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. There is a new version of you trying to be born, a stronger version, more mature, more courageous, closer to God. But for that to happen, you must make a decision. Continue living trapped by fear, or believe that you were born for something greater. And I'm going to tell you a powerful truth right now. The enemy tries to destroy exactly those who carry purpose. Because people with purpose change lives, change families, change generations. Maybe you have been attacked precisely because there is something special inside you. But no battle is greater than God's plan. What God prepared for your life is greater than any difficulty you are facing today, greater than anxiety, greater than discouragement, greater than pain, greater than your past. You did not come this far by accident. Every battle brought learning. Every tear brought maturity. Every fall taught you something. And even without realizing it, you became stronger. Maybe today you still don't see results. Maybe there are still closed doors. Maybe everything feels delayed for too long. But keep going, because there are moments when God is working in the unseen. A seed stays hidden beneath the ground before it blooms. And maybe that is exactly what is happening with you right now. You think you are standing still, but God is building strong roots inside you. And when the right time comes, nothing will be able to stop what God has decided to do. So lift up your head. You were not born to live defeated. You were not born to carry sadness forever. You were not born to give up on your dreams. You were born for something greater. Maybe this video appeared before you today for a reason. Maybe God is trying to remind you who you truly are. It doesn't matter what people said about you. It doesn't matter how many times they doubted your ability. It doesn't matter how many doors have closed. What God promised still stands. And whoever believes that must start acting differently. Start believing in yourself more. Start praying more. Start taking small steps. Start leaving the past behind. Because the life God prepared for you is not behind you. It's ahead of you. Your best chapter has not been written yet. And maybe someday you will look back and realize that this difficult season did not come to destroy you. It came to reveal the strength that had been inside you all along. So never forget this. You are stronger than you think, more important than you imagine, and more loved by God than you can comprehend. There is a purpose over your life. There is a mission waiting for you. There is something greater. And it all begins when you decide to believe again. If this message spoke to your heart, write in the comments. I was born for something greater. And don't leave without hitting the like button, because it helps this message reach more people who need hope today. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving powerful messages of faith, motivation, and transformation every single day.